Minato, the first Hokage of the Hidden Leaf Village, against the Admiral of the Marines, Kizaru. Two of the fastest characters within their verses, with their dominant theme colors being yellow. Who would win in an all-out fight? For this matchup, I would be making use of only on-screen feats, and not scans that contradict the primary source material, which is the manga or the anime. While we will talk about their stats, we will also address how each of their moves and transformations interact mid-battle. With that said, let's begin. First situation we'll be examining is Base Minato against Kizaru. Base Minato is famous for his teleportation jutsu called the Flying Raijin, a space-time jutsu that enables him to travel instantaneously through long distances, only requiring the position of the summoning kunai or a spot marked by the yellow flash himself. While he is well versed in hand combat and kunai usage, Minato wouldn't be able to interact with Kizaru due to Kizaru's intangibility after consumption of the light fruit, a devil fruit that granted Kizaru the passive existence as a living light and powers that comes with light attributes. Understanding this, Minato would resort to his next arsenal, which is the Rasengan. And for this matchup, we will equate the chakra to Haki, since both power systems are physical, mental, and spiritual derived, making it possible to interact and harm devil fruit users who seem intangible, like Kizaru. The Rasengan itself is a chakra projection that spins in all directions, maintaining the shape of a ball in one's palm, explode the moment it comes into contact with an opponent. This surely will be devastating for Kizaru. But Kizaru still has the edge in speed. Minato, of course, has faster reflexes than the third Raikage, a shinobi who harms his physical body with lightning release, increasing his raw travel and reaction speed beyond lightning ranges. But it falls short of expectations, as Kizaru is able to blitz the low tiers in One Piece, who are fast enough to avoid pacifista beams made of Kizaru's own light beams. Also having access to observation haki, which allows him to perceive the world around him on a spiritual level and avoiding incoming threats altogether. Not only is Minato outmatched in speed, he also lacks the proper durability to survive being kicked at the speed of light. Ninjas in Naruto series have durabilities above average human level, but still are at risk of dying to city block levels of destructive force packed into a single point. So he loses this round. Low difficulty for Kizaru. But it's not over yet. Minato resorts to his Kurama Chakra mode, having sealed the half of the Nine Tails within himself and the other half within his son, Naruto. Now flowing in the hot energy of the Nine Tails and his stats arm, he can now come into contact with Kizaru on a very casual note. What's most dangerous about this form, however, is his speed. You see, Minato at base form is already comparable to Nine Tail Chakra Naruto, who could avoid super lightning speeds easily. This level of multiplication in power already grants him relativistic to light speed reaction timing, while in use of his teleportation jutsu. At this rate, keeping up with Kizaru shouldn't be a sweat, and getting hit by his finger beams should not be a problem, since Minato can now dodge them, and should he get hit, he can regenerate those wounds, as the Nine Tails Chakra grants him recovery over internal injuries in instants. With Kizaru being an especially unorthodox challenge who derives pleasure in playing around mid-battle, will eventually result to one of his devastating attacks, which is the Sacred Jewels of the 8th Chakra, allowing him to rain down multiple laser attacks from his body all at once. Given that Minato is not allowed the time to use the Sage mode that grants him precognition, this will be an overwhelming turn of events, as this particular attack can cover large areas of the battlefield, disrupting and even destroying the placement of Minato's teleportation kunai. Minato, then backed into a corner, will resort into the Kurama's Chakra avatar, embodying the Nine Tails in a chakra form that can now emit Tail Beast Bomb at will, with one Tail Beast Bomb potent enough to destroy a mountain in one strike. As potent as this might sound, there is the issue of the blast speed itself. The Tail Beast bombs can easily be reacted to by characters without precognition, let alone relativistic levels of speed. Do take note of the fact that Minato in this form makes a bigger target for Kizaru. With the ability to clone himself into many, sharing his speed and abilities but not durability, he can keep Minato distracted enough to propel himself beyond the speed of light, landing a point-blank hit at the Kurama Chakra construct. Kizaru's casual kick is able to destroy the whole bottom of a Yarokiman mangrove, trees that are so massive they hold up highlands of civilization at their top, which is mountain level at the lowest, rivaling the Tail Beast bomb's power. Now imagine having to propel himself at light speed and beyond to build momentum into the same level of force. That should be at the very least a 20 times more powerful force than his casual feat without his use of Aki. The Nine Tail construct will not be able to tank this level of attack, as even a Sage of 6 parts Kurama construct cannot withstand its own Tail Beast bombs. This will send Minato flying out, and in that split second, Kizaru caught him using the Sword of the Heavens gathering clouds. While the Nine Tails can heal localized and internal injuries, it cannot regenerate severed limbs or body parts. Minato ultimately loses this matchup due to Kizaru's superior experience, versatility, and hacks. Even if the Sage Mode was granted to Minato, Kizaru is still beyond the speed of characters who are fast enough to outspeed light beams at their lowest ends and see seconds into the future altogether. Even advanced precognition still doesn't stand a chance against his own mere speed. For more content and battle analysis like this, please like and subscribe.